So, hello guys and welcome back. So, I'm continuing where I left off from the from the last time, and let's move on. So, Finn, Finn. Oh, what do I have to say about you? Same first skill as the other one, critical rate. Freezes the enemy for one turn, and oh boy, the good old days when Finn was used. You know, later, like back in the day, when the giants were, let's say, simpler and harder, we used Finn, if I remember correctly, or wasn't that the other imp champion? Anyways, we used him, and we used him on full crit rate build for, well, YOLO build. And what he eventually does, or did, was just put it on giant and bam, because he critted, and when you critted on giant back then, giant would just slap you and yeah, GG for Whelp. But you would bring 3 of those and or 4 of those and kneel, and she would just put her shield up and she would tank the giant for 3 turns, and that would be it. But you had to do it manually, so yeah, that was the downside of it. Anyways, this guy, I mean, he could be really good for on violent. I mean, I'm saying violent, but there isn't really, honestly, even though he's 2-star, there aren't any more better builds. Maybe there are, but I mean, he's single target, he freezes and puts continuous damages, and yeah, buffs his own attack speed. But other than that, speed, crit rate, and HP, or attack, crit rate, or and attack, whatever you prefer, but violent, that is the, or speed set, that is for him. Yeah. Oh, Casey. Actually, I saw this one someone using in Necro because of her third skill. And yeah, she was on violent revenge. I mean, her first 2 skills aren't that great. Why? Because there aren't multi-hits, but this thing, if I'm not wrong, did hits like 4 or 5 times, so yeah, that makes up for the first and second skill not hitting multiple times. But she's not that good for Necro, honestly. Anyways, if I want to go with her, I would just say go with Despair. Why? Because she has 2 AoEs, and this AoE decreases attack speed, which is good with Despair because you decrease their attack speed and stun them. So this is just like cherry on top of a cake. And yeah, and this decreases, right? Or no, the fairy decreases the attack bar. And yeah, she has the glancing hit. So overall, go and Despair with her, or any speedy builds that you find good for her, because you know she has similar skills to Shannon but doesn't buff attack bar and defense. This guy, nope, we don't have to see use rating. This guy, so he's a defense type monster with immunity to all harmful effects for 3 turns and reflects 30% of damage back to enemies. And that, yeah, removes all harmful effects. So I also saw this guy, I mean, I'm talking about like Fighter 3, I know Fighter 3 Arena, but I saw him in Arena, level 40, and he did pretty good. And honestly, he can be pretty good for Necro too. Why? First skill is a multi-hit, second skill, what is up with my tongue? Second skill is multi-hit too, and third skill is, well, immunity to everything and reflecting damage. So yeah, I mean, either as defense tank, you can build him as defense tank as early game if you want to build him, or you can build him, well, violent revenge for Necro. Yeah. Oh, this guy. This guy is... I honestly don't know what to say about him. I mean, he's... Would you believe me if I would say that he's an endgame Dragon's Beaten monster? Like, you can run him in, but he needs really OP runes. But the runes I would put on him are either Swift, or Violent, or Rage. Now, why Swift? Swift to gain advantage of his second skill, Violent to gain advantage of his second skill with EC, and yeah, third skill with speed. So yeah, for the second skill, crit damage and attack. And what else I said? Rage, no, speed, violent. Anyways, those three sets are really good for him. He hits really hard and he hits with two fellow allies. So yeah, that can hit pretty hard if three people at once attack. Elemental, like I said before, this guy is good for Hall of Water, and he creates a shield that is equivalent to 100% of his max HP. So you can rune him like attack, crit rate and HP. And let's see if someone has built him. Nope. 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 Anyways, he can be built as either tank with crit rate or as an attacker with crit rate. Honestly, I will build him as hybrid with like, I don't know, fatal with HP or fatal with revenge, wide revenge, so he revenges back each time, well, not each time, but has a 15% chance to revenge each time when he's attacked, and put more dots. And it will be like something like attack, crit rate and HP. Yeah. Anyways, he's pretty good for half water if you don't have any good 3-star or 4-star monster for that. Oh, Konami, yeah. This guy is like mini enable. Why? Because he stuns. Well, he's basically like mini enable, but in different package. Enable cleanses, defense breaks and sleeps. This guy stuns, increases the attack bar and fills the increases attack power and fills the attack bar of the selected ally and gives them instant return, and cleanses all their harmful effects and heals by 15%. So either for this guy you have two builds: Swift on speed, HP, or if you can get your hands on decent violent runes, same like violent, speed, HP with HP runes. They are called energy. Right, I'm smart. This guy, well, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, he maybe for raids. Yeah, no. No. Honestly, I don't know. I never in my whole Summoner's War career saw this guy anywhere. Like, I don't know even whether he would be good. Well, as you can see, his skill scales with defense, so defense, whatever. I mean, I don't know. Never saw him anywhere. Oh, the Cicero. This girl is also good for Necro. Why? I mean, Colleen is a good option too, but Colleen and Cicero are just like meant to be together in Necro team. Why? Well, because she has first two skills like Colleen. This skill attacks 3 times, so good on violent, and this skill attacks like violent wrench, and this skill attacks 2 times, and this skill attacks 3 times and has chance to decrease attack speed. So if you have a speed buffer in Necro and like speed debuffer, if you debuff the boss and buff yourself, you will go 3 times before boss moves, because you decrease his attack speed and you increase yours. And since the guy, the Necro boss, limits the attack speed to his speed, yeah, I think you get the point. Anyways, we have Hall, the Lulu. Anyways, I seen this Hall used in Dragon's B10. Now let me show you why. On, of course, either speed, HP, HP, or violent speed, HP, HP. Now why? The first skill is as other holes. This skill removes all harmful effects like the fire hole, but this skill removes 2 harmful effects of all allies and recovers the HP of all allies by 20. And she on violent runes really shines. So this thing every second turn when it's maxed out, and this thing every 3 turns, which is amazing. So if you don't have really good healer, I mean there are like Colleen, but she doesn't cleanses. But if you have a good healer, or don't have one actually, pick her and build her. I vouch for her because, yeah, she's like, yeah, that good. This guy finishes TOA 1 to 100 with her. And, oh, this fucker, Huga. Huh. I mean, honestly, no one builds those guys, but he can be pretty decent daughter. He has 30% chance, I guess 50% chance when this skill is maxed out. Then he increases his attack bar by 15% if lands a critical hit. So if you build him with enough crit rate, he can boost his attack bar by 45% after this skill has been used. And of course, he has already crit rate by 15 and crit damage by 30%. So that's like 30% crit rate, and if you equip like one blade set, that's like 42 crit rate, and with some decent subs he can have pretty decent crit rate. So you can safely put like crit damage, like speed, crit damage, attack on him, and he would hit hard. I know from TOA, but I don't know if he really honestly hits it hard. But yeah, that's that. Then, oh, this guy. Well. He's a really good tank for TOA too. I mean, he's a 2-star, who do you tell? But what he does is he breaks defense and he procs the enemy, and when your HP is lower than 30%, damage you receive is reduced by 50%. So good against wind monsters in TOA. Good tank. And good provoker against, well, barely anything. Because there's like, when maxed out, it's 100% chance, and if you could put some form of accuracy on him, like, let's say 30-40, that's achievable with substats. I mean, he would proc half the time and break defense too. And since he's a HP monster, he does damage on HP, so like HP. So he's there only to tank, but not to deal damage. And I guess that would bring us to the end of the second episode of How to Rune 2 Stars. And that was the Water Monsters. If you enjoyed this video, a rating will be appreciated down in the comments to let me know that you made this far in the video, and if you did, you may as well like. Anyways guys, thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video about the wind monsters. Bye!